I'm out.
He also, so another thing about Sex at Dawn, good book, but you can, if you read it, you cannot help but really get this very obvious feeling that this dude is really into gangbangs. He's a very smart scientist, but he's clearly trying to write on some parts of this book, on some tangents, like a scientific explanation for why he's so into gangbang porn. And so part of that has to do with the fucking the hunter-gatherer shit that he talks about, right? So he looks at these hunter-gatherer societies and he goes, these people don't have like husbands, wives, family trees. They just have like communal ways of raising children. And to the point that like some of the hunter-gatherer societies that he studies, like, a child will be born, right? And then they're just sort of raised communally, and it's a fucking village, and you go out and hunt a boar or whatever, and no one really thinks about where the kid came from or who's it belonged to. It's just sort of, everyone's just hanging out, right? And there's one village that he studies where their social norm is, I guess, a gangbang. That's just how they like procreate or whatever.
Just like us.
Just like us. To the extent that like they don't have a word for father in this one village.
The Team Skeet tribe.
They have like 5 different names for the different dudes who would all take part in the act of creating a kid. So there's like, they literally translate to the guy who fucking stuck it in first, the guy who mixed it around, the guy who came on her fucking tits or whatever. It's
the
fucking
guy who mixed it around.
There's one. I'm serious.
Mix a lot.
That's directly from the book. Like, there's one translation that's just the guy who mixed it around.
The spin doctor.
But the reason he's saying this is he's like, these people don't even understand that one person's jism makes the kid. They think it's like this process that, and obviously it's not true, and eventually people figure it out. That's not true or whatever, but it's like, it's interesting that these people lived like this, because it destroys the sort of concept you might have had in your mind of like, oh, the Flintstones, like there was always a husband and a wife and a last name that the woman took and all this shit.
My question